हेलो 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 क्यों
तो हम कहाँ ज्वाइन करें? इधर ज्वाइन करें उधर?
क्या तेरा कॉपीराइट हो गया गया तू कॉपीराइट गया क्या कर रहा है
पिंग इशू आ रहा है उसको, लैग हो रहा है। मेरे
इसका
को
प्रोफाइल
एक्सपेक्ट
प्रोफाइल प्रोफाइल नहीं रहता क्या इसका ये OBS स्टूडियो का वॉच पार्टी प्रोफाइल स्ट्रीमिंग प्रोफाइल
I mean, it's just a great hold so far. They find the first 20 seconds. What we really want to look
हर
at
बार
is
तेरे को
what
सेटिंग
about a
करना
15
पड़ता
point
है
advantage for Faze, like after the next 3 hard points. Basically,
बाय द
after
वे
what?
बाय द वे आवाज नहीं आ रहा
Side east, like what?
आवाज बड़ा तेरा YouTube का कम है
The
मैंने
difference?
स्ट्रीम
What's the
का आवाज म्यूट
separation?
कर दिया
They
था।
put all of that
नहीं आ रहा
into
आवाज
it. Let Faze
नहीं
get
आ रहा
40 to
यार।
50 points. Now, what is kind of that fun?
स्ट्रीम स्ट्रीम का आवाज कैसे क्या म्यूट किया तूने निर्विक का तो आवाज आ रहा है तेरे को
नहीं नहीं, स्ट्रीम करें।
स्ट्रीम का अलग आवाज रहता है क्या
अंदर रहता है।
Minus once they get through these 3 points, which favor that side of the map. But now Hoop's really hot. He has stayed hot. 5 in a row again for him. Out to 21 and 12 as he's looking to get hunting inside a cage with Simp there, ready with the read and able to lock him down. But how clean that was from Empire, and well, any phase lead has been blown away.
कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा है
यूट्यूब पे आता हूँ।
And now they're in a position where there's
operations that never
चल भाई
took
तुम
place.
देखो मैं जाता
All pawns grind away their simulation. Every system has its weaknesses.
तुम लोग देखो वाला मैं जाता हाँ सोच रहा हूँ
सोच थोड़ा फिर जा।
साथ केवल
a lot of cave this year, but I know the right side of the map for almost
Yeah, I
every instance outside of like the soccer
क्या हो
field
रहा था
is like has been
Comment.
the favored spot. But I just have never seen that much emphasis on it, man. Just making sure you basically have right side spawns the entire map. But we'll get right into the U.S. Air Force quick scope. Look at how these teams have matched up all year long. They've been the top two.
Live देख रहा है क्या?
Phase lead in every category, but not mattering much now.
Yeah, number 1 versus number 2. It's what we talked about. Both of them working so hard to get into this position.
स्ट्रीम कोई देख ही नहीं रहा था
Dallas Empire. I don't know, dude. Yeah, this is why I took them because I just feel like they have a strategy. They have a
तू
game
तेरे
plan.
चैनल की स्ट्रीम की बात कर रही है
to, execute that game plan. You need players like Hoop to go off.
एक्चुअल COD का स्ट्रीम देख रहा हूँ
But I mean, I guess for if you're an Atlanta Faze fan, we talked about the 5 maps being the same thing from yesterday. The next 2 Atlanta Faze did win, but when you're playing the same maps over and over again, what adjustments are each side doing?
YouTube पे आवाज आ रहा है
Now we head to, and that's I think you kind of nailed it. Yeah, what adjustments are there going to be? Faze obviously able to make the key adjustments to take this map. Is
मेरा फटा हुआ आवाज भी आ रहा है डिले
result basically is going to happen here.
मतलब मैं अभी खुद का आवाज फ्यूचर में सुनूं
Your Faze. I guess I did the talking in circle show, and I
Can
think I was
we
talking to
utilize this
Christine on that.
information for
One of the
time
reasons I
travel?
think he took Empire.
Yes,
over
we are
Faze
time
is
traveling.
If they lose some early maps, I know the Faze can get a little bit tilted. I think he said like I've seen a BZ.
I can predict the future.
Tilted, and he thinks that can happen with him. And I guess I'm wondering if that could end up being the case here. Is if Empire just starts to frustrate them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. I think if you look at like when we had double best of 5s in the past, like
कैसा है मेरा आवाज
losers, they would win that best of 5, and then the second one would come through, and it would be a quick like 3-0, right? But I guess for these players like a BZ and Simp, because
How do you guys tolerate me?
have such high standards, they've been so good. they should be able to bounce back. And I will say, if you thought they were tilted, they came out after losing to Empire and beat Chicago, right? So they know the game they have to play. They know how talented that they are.
Just a reminder for how this plays out. Up 2-0 for your Empire. This is first to 5 wins. So 3 more map wins needed for Empire. Faze are going to have to rip off 5. And maybe it starts here. Taking a look at what...
ये बीजू से हाथी का आवाज आ रहा है ना
They're losing to Empire and beat Chicago, right? So they know the game they have to play. They know how talented that they are.
Just a reminder.
भाई ये PS4 पे खेल रहे हैं लोग.
For Empire, this is first to 5 wins. So 3 more map wins needed for Empire. Faze are going to have to rip off 5. And maybe it's big again. Look at number 9
got
though.
around.
Yep, it's a fast flank coming in for Priest, and he's got dead silence. Just about to run out. Can he get to a position in time? And will he be heard by Hook inside a bathroom? Not gonna matter. Priest is gonna get the first kill. Now Head's gonna have to turn from Empire. It's a fast trade out. Or was it enough of a mess created by Priesta?
Well, I think who's going to get caught? Yeah, Simp just saw him. So into another 2v2. But I think he called it where Priesta just sort of, yeah, he made it a bit of a mess, right? They're going to have to rotate. Let's say Illy and Shotzi. They're going to try to work the flank here. They're going to wait to see if the bomb's being rotated. They're going to play from vent room. Selling Simp on the other side. Maybe just trying to catch them. Nice Shotzi with a beautiful headshot.
वो आर्किटेक्चर जो
2025 के.
हाँ 2025 के डिजाइन्स
Now it's on to Simp.
और फोन का प्रोटोटाइप्स ये सब तेरे को तुमको चुराने उन्होंने 1 साल लिटरली 1 साल को टाइम दिया था उन्होंने 9 months में पूरा डेटा एक्सट्रैक्ट किया और एक डिटेक्ट नहीं हुआ उसमें से कुछ नो एक्टिविटी डिटेक्टेड पूरा सब बाईपास लेटेस्ट सिक्योरिटी बाईपास एंटीवायरस बाईपास फायरवॉल बाईपास उधर के मॉनिटरिंग जो रहता है ना सॉक नॉक उनको भी पता नहीं चला क्या चल रहा है अंडर द वायर
क्या बात कर रहे हो भाई?
हाँ भाई मजाक नहीं कर रहा हूँ इतना स्टेल्थ था वो
बना रहे हैं.
Second guy, maybe he can turn it into something, but just some bad timing. But Shotzi, really the key difference. Takes down the first Blood King in a BC. Wins a 1-on-1 with Celium.
And Celium, who you mentioned, has been so
तो ये
good.
है
He's
तो
0-4
नेदरलैंड्स
right
में तो
now.
अच्छा है भाई तो
They
वो
need
लोग
Celium on point if they're going to win this series. Major Maniac is able to get across, take some damage, but going to stay out. Will come in. Abizi with another first blood. Abizi follows up with 2. He's going to challenge for the 3rd. Not a 4th. Play from Abizi, but as it stands, it's still going to be a 2 versus 2. Celium and Simp versus Clayster and Shotzi. 3 of our 5 MVP finals. This round. The bomb now wrapping all the way out towards that.
Celium had dead.
Okay, it's important to understand.
Simp should get it. Shotzi has it.
मैं
They're
देख रहा
rotating
हूँ
towards A. Nobody's really watching this cross. Now Celium gonna peek it. And this might be great for Cell. Shout out to our observing team. They've been just so good all year long. You see this overhead shot. And well, Celium, he's gonna win the man advantage. The headshot goes his way. Bomb gets planted. Shotzi though, smoke the magician, not gonna be able to do it. Atlanta Faze, they clutch another way. It's like these 2v2s that we keep.
Channel से stream कर रहे हैं यार, like है पूरा record होता है.
That's a big first kill for Celium, right? Like he's getting blanked until that point. There, he's able to get it done. Their dead silence build, but I mean, it's all BZ, right? I mean, the fact that he gets 3 mid-map, just ludicrous play to make sure they're in a 2v2 and not some other insane situation.
Yeah, there's just some like gaps, right? Because Abizi's typically the
Yeah,
guy
but
that's
very fire
launching them. So Clayster, he finds an opening. He's able to get behind the defense. Yeah, Abizi doesn't find 2 or 3 kills. Dallas may have a 2-round advantage or a round advantage. So he plays out of hand.
Actually,
that is Abizi's 13th first blood in the playoffs, by the way. Most in the playoffs.
I think by this time your stream game should be much mature than this. By this time your stream game should be mature.
The BZ gets dropped. Risa though, into this spot. Behind Dead Silence, but Shotzi able to read it, finds another kill as Shotzi continues to flow.
कौन सा ले इंटरनेट
And that at times has been one of the problems
Edge
with
by edge,
sort of
edge.
like Abizi's timings with his teammates, because I think he weakens Shotzi enough where there should be a trade. And basically, you know, he's going to take those fights. It's the way Abizi plays. He's going to continue to take those one-on-ones and try to get his team.
कौन सा ये?
Five. Fade off a 3v5, maybe give Empire a taste of their own medicine. But Hook now hitting the cross, able to spot one, but the reaction too fast from Sim. I don't know how he gets two from that spot, but now a 2 versus 3, 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Celium and Major Maniac trying to clutch up. Celium wins another big on one-on-one. Major Maniac will fall. Now 1v2 for Cell. But Empire, they've got to work this defuse, and Krim hits the shots, brings us to 3-3.
Oh, gets a little close there, does, and it's Simp showing us why he's one of the best players in the world with some ridiculous shots, a ridiculous reaction onto Illy. But the number's too strong for Dallas. Celium, he gets put into a tough position. He doesn't know where Krim's coming from. He has to worry about the defuse. Krim continues to have a great...
वो कैसे दिख रहा
What was
है?
the first POV we were on? Because when like he rounded the corner, when he's around the corner and we saw Hook laying there, like before we hopped off, I'm like, oh, that's a free kill. And then Zip just snaps so fast. But not gonna matter. Is the round goes to Empire. 9-4 for Krim. Shotzi right behind him with 7 kills. First blood there to Krim. He's already up to double digits in 7 rounds. Krim 5 in a row finds another. Krim is taking over, the most decorated Call of Duty player of all time.
मेरा दिमाग खराब हो रहा है
It's not what
निर्भीक.
matters most.
Yeah, what's sort of the argument is like...
मैं मेरी ही बातों पे मैं मतलब मैं कुछ तो देख रहा हूँ. वो मैं कमेंट कर रहा हूँ और डिले होकर उस पे आ रहा है.
have 3 rings, no doubt, the undisputed GOAT in Call of Duty. Still got some work to do. Bomb being planted. 3 versus 4.
अरे मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
Down does get taken out. So 30 seconds, 7.5 to defuse for Atlanta Faze. But they have a lot of work to do, and this is an interesting setup. Where is Illy right now? Where's Illy? Does he have something on the bomb? Look at this angle from Illy.
Well, he's got the shot as well. Giving somebody a haircut as well.
Dallas versus वो Atlanta का मैच चालू है स्क्वाड का.
Yeah, series.
अच्छा तू सही में कर रहा है मेरे को लगा शॉट हो
You
गया
saw Hook's spot
नहीं
through a window yesterday. You saw the
Dynamite
beams
Thomas
from
wouldn't
Clay
be better.
through a wall on Ramaza.
अरे भाई लाइट भी की थी मैच में.
Absolutely, Joe. Every single thing, every mechanic, every way to abuse this and take advantage of is coming out now, and you love to see the spots. Awesome to see from Empire as they now go up 1, but triple positive is Krim. Wallet 4, what a map for him.
I will say, that is one thing I respect for Abizi's game, as he is relentless. Goes right back to it, continues to be the guy leading the charge. Priesta, though, going to have to deal. Well, he thought he was going to have to deal with Lava from Empire. And they're all going to rotate back. Now Abizi up top bathroom.
अभी तेरे स्ट्रीम में
Teammates
आ
are
जा
worried
रहा है.
about the flank, but the flank isn't coming through. He's hearing people under him. Here comes the retake.
मेरे इधर से इको हो रहा है.
Abizi's hearing so, and now he's going to pounce. Another first blood for him. Nice trade through. Krim almost able to take down one, but the finesse comes in, and Simp able to win that. Numbers over to Faze. Might not last long, though, as Shotzi's flying forward. Clay and Shotzi are going to get the play.
Oh, Simp goes. Oh, wait, no. They got it. Krim was on it.
They
Krim
got
was on it the whole time. Oh.
You have got to be kidding me, as the circus and the madness goes on around the site. It's Empire on the bomb. And they'll get the defuse through. Match point for Empire. What in the hell was going on there, Joe?
Yeah, that's what I said, right? You play around the retake, you have the smoke. Krim just hops on it, says, you know what? Screw this. They're going to have to check it. Teammates cover them. And woo, it was a close one.
Now Faze have to rip off 3 in a row, or they are in an even tougher spot. Could go down to 0-3 in our championship match. Quick plant in from Empire. Now going to be a 5-on-5 retake for Faze. First blood to Illy. Abizi's going to get dropped. What a big gunfight when it is, but they're Simp through with the trade as 2 start to work the flank. Priesta, though, is going to get caught inside of bathrooms, and Shotzi's going to pop Dead Silence to get rolling. Celium will fall as well, down to a 2v.
तेरी लाइव स्ट्रीम में आवाज जाएगा क्या मेरा? अरे नहीं रे, ऐसे टाइम बस.
Empire take the Surge 6-3 on a map that Faze has lost twice this entire year. Empire is rolling.
They're just, you know, they're shutting down a BZ a couple of rounds. Shotzi did it. Illy just did it right there. You obviously have that retake scenario, but like Krim with 13, Shotzi with 11. They're just making the plays. They're making the adjustments. And when you match up so many times, it's what we talk about a lot throughout the year and on broadcast, how difficult it is to continue to beat opponents over and over again on the same maps. Empire making the adjustments. They're making the plays.
Well, Joe, Faze need to do something. They need to come alive, or this is going to be a very, very fast final. Empire are rolling right now, but let's take a look at our U.S. Army tactical play. It's going to be from round 7. Joe, walk me through it.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what round 7 is, but it looks like it's going to be Dallas Empire. Dallas Empire with the bomb down, and this is just setting up Illy all the way in the back, number 2. How do you defuse this? You hope you have a smoke on the map if you're Atlanta Faze, but there's only 15 seconds left at this moment. Simp runs right into his crosshair. Maybe should have hit that one, but it doesn't matter. His teammates have his back, and we talked about these first 3 maps, how pivotal they were. Dallas was hoping to get 1. They get 2. It's the first 2. They're now up 3-0.
Yeah, that's what's so insane. Like, the series just gets better and better for Empire as we go. When you just talk about statistics on the year, I mean, I guess, yeah, you could throw them out the window considering the fact that 2 maps they've now won. They weren't great for them. They weren't beating Faze on them, but now they are, and that's all that matters. Empire in control. Need 2 more map victories to close it out. We'll be back after this break.
Here too. Oh, he's pushed. I tapped both though.
Both pushed?
One was on stairs, but the other one pushed. So.
Okay.
Easy.
Nice, good trade. We got to stick together, baby.
Got you, buddy.
That's that teamwork.
Duty League is brought to you by Metro. Watch the best at their best with unlimited data from Metro. All on T-Mobile's nationwide 5G network. Metro. Everything you need to rule your day. Scuff Gaming, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The United States Air Force. Learn more at airforce.com. Save money at the restaurants you love with Grubhub perks. Use code CDLChamps at checkout to get free delivery.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Game Day presented by Game Fuel. We are 2 maps down. Empire currently sitting at 3-0 here in this championship matchup, and as you can see on screen, a mighty trophy, a massive and empty stadium. Again, social distancing, friends, do what you can to stay apart. As we now get into this, we've got a little bit of a match break. Our commentators and our players take a short and very quick moment to powder their noses, but myself, Miles, and Chance will be giving you a little bit of a chit chat, and of course we'll be giving you some fun news. And I'm not sure what's going on with the broadcast, mate. There was a bit of a funny moment earlier there, but very, very exciting games happening so far. Again, has not disappointed whatsoever. Chance, welcome, mate. How you feeling? Looking fantastic in green, by the way.
Dude, you look great in blue. I think we are just incredibly looking gentlemen on the day. But either way, I'm feeling great simply because of the gameplay. The first two maps that we saw, I think, are bringing a storyline together from Dallas Empire that has been being built basically since they brought Rambo Ray on the team. So personally, I'm having a fantastic
It's a
day.
good call on Rambo Ray, but before we get into the nitty-gritty of what is has been two very exciting maps so far, it's about time to do the final chance. Grubhub pick of the day for the CDL inaugural season. I went with Mr. First Bloods himself at BZ. I thought he was fantastic. His three-piece in round 5 of that search and destroy was absurd. You went alongside Hook, who made, honestly, what, 37-28 in the hard point? Unreal start.
I mean, again, like when I had to make this pick, it was one of those things. Is like I did not forget how good Hook is and how great he can be when he's at his best, because he's gotten overlooked a little bit on this team, right? We always talk about the veterans on the team, and then Shotzi takes a lot of the limelight because he's the MVP. He's incredible, but Hook just beneath the wings, one of the best talents we have ever had in Call of Duty. It's been that way since he burst onto the scene back in AEW. He's been incredible, and I think the first map that he had, he's able to show off his stuff just a little bit.
It was beautiful. There's nothing to be slept on whatsoever, and we have slept on Hook for some time. Chance, we're going to talk about the grub we've picked up, mate. This was from late last night after a very long and exciting broadcast, and I cannot lie, I was out cold on the couch. My wife picked up the order, brought it in. We had a steak with a bit of lobster on the side there. I was going big for champs, but I actually was asleep during this entire experience. It was very
That's what my breakfast looks like, man. That's a normal-ish day. The smoothie was delicious at the very least, but like, oh, dude, it's such a bad picture, especially in comparison. It's so bad. You did great though, man. You're carrying.
I can't
right
believe I had steak and lobster for dinner, like a wrap, and what maybe was chocolate milk for breakfast. Chance has been an absolute treat, but that's going to be the Grubhub. Don't forget about Grubhub. Do what you can to help out in your area. Again, from the times of 5 in your time zone. The perks section of the app. Do it. Just go there now. You know the drill. It's the end of the season. We're going to throw over to Maven and Merc now as they get into the next few maps. Again, domination coming up after this one. Maven, are you there, sir? Yes, sir.
And we are back. Thank you, gentlemen. I'll tell you what, Joe. Looking at those two, Miles looks like he is like British royalty. Chance looks like he went to like a dating class and someone dressed him up for his first ever date. That's his first.
Yeah, I think you can tell the difference between the two in their food pictures. You had lobster and steak on one side with maybe a bright from Chance. I don't know.
दूसरे commentators आते हैं
between those two for sure.
Well,
Love them both though.
अरे बहुत रंटी चढ़ रहे थे.
Empire is up massively, and you know we've seen some.
अरे कल ये था ना.
I mean, you've held. I hate
Playoff
stuff right now, but you've been a part of a.
तो क्या हो गया? पहला इनका था. Chicago और London. Chicago जीत. Chicago मतलब अपना एनर्जी. फिर वो लंदन आउट हो. इनका मैच था. और Dallas जीत गया. Dallas फाइनल में. फिर Faze against Chicago. और Chicago हार गए.
Cell and Priest are both at a .74.
तो ये आपस फाइनल में.
And a BZ at a .85.
अबे 9 match usually 5 match रहता है. ये 9 match.
Especially on the pre-show where Faze has dominated this lane.
कांड मार रहे
It's been the clutch plays gamer from Dallas that have kept them in this, but it's the opposite right now.
ये परसों पोस्ट मलोन ने इन्वेस्ट किया ना.
Well, they're not all select.
Dallas.
I don't know how they win this one, so they have to step it up in the killing category.
अरे ये सब रैपर लोग बहुत इन्वेस्ट करते हो. ठीक है. वो 100 Thieves 100 इन्वेस्ट करे. और थोड़े से रैपर.
We are into must-win territory. Like you've got to win this map in your face. You absolutely have. Everything has to be on the line. Everything's got to turn around. And there's 4 kills that are out for Faze. They start gigging.
Dallas, especially
like Celium had multiple like team wipes on Dallas that really changed the game for them.
Both are
Like an 8-point win, but Atlanta Faze are able to pull it through with their second half comeback.
very
See who is that. Priest is trying to make Vlad. He takes down 2, so he's going to stop the B cap for now. You see the blue arrows starting to get pushed up. The smoke is down. It's going to be a one-on-one, and a BZ has hello with his knife. So they're going to keep control of B, and that is a big moment. Now they can try to regain control of the map. And you see the spawns. Who spawns out? And look at the spawns that I see. Atlanta Faze, they are flying.
Well, they're flying forward and off. I think we need to hear the tops. I want to hear what it sounds like. Are they regaining and ready to do battle? Let's go to an after.
How to get it?
I'm going top pass. I'm gonna help you clear it out.
In the communications सुना होगे. भाई अगर तेरा तू रिकॉर्ड कर रहा है क्या? क्योंकि अगर तू कर रहा है ना तो अपन बहुत ये बोल रहे हैं. नहीं कुछ नहीं बराबर वो सिंक रिकॉर्ड का ऑडियो बराबर.
I'm one shot, I can't challenge. Good track. He's on big track. One shot over. They want to
टीवी पे भाई मैं टीवी का भी यूज नहीं करता हूँ इसके लिए देखता.
I got one. I'm your stairs. They pushed our water, I think, guys. Yeah, they're gonna be C. They're gonna be on C. I'm needing line. There's 2 bombs down here.
बैठा रहता हूँ बहुत से लिमिटेड चीज़ है ये ना जो ऐसे डोमिनेशन और हार्ड पॉइंट रहता है MP4 sorry MP5 और M4.
No, he's water. He's water. He's not even. He's on the back right. He's going.
मतलब को थर्मल स्कोप वगैरह वो चीज़
Yeah, the tracks in close court. They're trying to put us in the trap. Make sure we get A.
नहीं रहता फिर तेरे इक्विपमेंट्स में ना फल ये फल में यही रहता है सिमटेक्स रहते हैं सिमटेक्स और
trying to play his life. Priest is on A. They're just going to play around these neutrals. I don't blame them.
Well, both are neutral. Only active cap is going to be C. Simp comes through with 2. The lead has been shipped away to 6. You see middle of your screen, Shotzzy on 5 in a row. But they've got them spawning at bottom. That's what you'd love.
Yeah.
What guys mid-track?
Yeah, can Major Maniac go big? And they're trying to find Shotzzy. He has played his life so well. Dallas Empire, they want to get to C. There's a couple of players back here. Just taking time to do so. And the players spawning up towards A, they're going to go towards that B flag from Atlanta Faze. Major Maniac trying to do what he can. He will get taken down. So it is just flips back and forth. A 13-point lead. Minute 45 remaining.
Yeah, you had the favor side won and lost like 3 times in the span of 3 minutes. It's been absurdity, but Sip will pick Illy off the bar. Not going to work the neutral for now. Still wants to be got up and fight. The trade comes in and Hoop will fall. Empire down 11. With the 2 cap, they can bring it back. That's all they need is the 2 cap. Shotzzy clearing off that bit of progress on the neutral from Faze. Snap once again locked down by Empire. His Faze starting to get stacked up. Inside a restaurant, Shotzzy on the flank again. Nearly able to connect with the knife, but a BC able to put him down. It's Crim doing damage. He's trying to be the guardian angel, the watchdog over that B side.
You can tell what Atlanta Faze is trying to do. They just want to neutral this.
They're
just trying to neutral and keep their lead. In playing Crim or not letting that happen. All they can do Dallas Empire. Crim on a 5 spree. So here we go. Cut down to 2 points. They're dealing with the neutral. The pressure all on Atlanta Faze. You still have some pressure here from Hook inside of blue. Only a couple of pushes remain. We're going to have a tie game. And Dallas Empire, they have hold on to see. They have held on.
What a hold it has been. What a flip it was just a minute ago.
अरे लीड लिया इन लोगों ने माफ अरे क्या चौधरी रहे फेज को ये लोग हाँ ना वो 2 ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस के और फेज में हाँ हमारे दिख रहे
going up 4-0 with yet another now just 1 map away from being champion.
There was a few pushes where Atlanta FaZe had numbers on the B flag, and there was no smoke down. There was no trophy down. They didn't get position. I think they overextended themselves a little bit. They couldn't get the neutral off. Dallas held on. It was just a game of the clock. And Dallas played around it. I love the heads-up play from Hoop to just go all the way around towards A. He knew exactly what he was trying to do. How many times, Clint, has Dallas beaten Atlanta FaZe all year on domination? Once. This is just their second time. It was 7-1 to Atlanta FaZe, but it just doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, that's the case for Azir Cave. That's the case for Diamond Search. That's the case for domination. Like nothing statistically makes sense here. Anyone logically would have thought this was going to be a long series. Anyone would have thought that would have been the case. The case right now. If you think that Gunrunner Search, maybe the dagger was put into the back a bit, while it was just driven home with a bat based on how that last round goes. Up 4-0, one map to win. I did not expect this. Like I thought without question Empire could win this. Of course, like absolutely. But the way they've been playing, they've been so good.
Ro domination पहले क्या बोलते हैं after एक टाइम रहता है उसके बाद spawn switch होता है रे.
We've talked about just how close the game is. We take a look at the last minute of that.
पहले इसमें lead था 20 points का lead था.
The plays I'm talking about, right? Look at the arrows. They're trying to get position of restaurant and 3 go down. 3 go down. There was another opportunity before this where they're just not executing. Dallas are. They're playing with map position. They're playing with their head. You know, not only does he make this play, he also, you know,
21
when you have all the pressure at sea.
अगर सारा 21-13 है रे वो.
In a lot of those close respawns that we've seen between these two teams, we talked about it being a player or two away from Dallas taking it, and you're seeing it now.
Yeah,
22 or 30. So
I mean, we've said this all year. Like FaZe at times have gotten by what feels like on talent alone. Like they haven't always played the game the correct way. It's not always been clean. They've just been so uber talented that they've got through. But now you're running into a team that's a finely tuned machine. Like even if you still give the talent edge to FaZe, which I don't even know if would be the case with the way that Empire's playing right now, Empire's just better at the game. Like I think that's completely and utterly evident right now with how these matches are going. They are
I guess मेरे को देखना पड़ेगा.
of the year, and
इसके
they just have
how maybe restriction है
से
attached.
It's different than what we've seen all year. Maybe not necessarily domination, but you know, you look at his
Valorant का best है एक मतलब tension isn't
playing it. I don't know. They're learning from their mistakes. They're learning on how they want to do it, how they want to execute it, and they're playing it perfectly. There's really nothing else to say besides that.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. But let's take a look at our PS4 damage dealt leaderboard from the map 1, and I expected it to be Hoop, considering he dropped up nearly 40 kills, but it's Shotzzy with just 3 more damage. But that dynamic duo, look at them putting in the numbers. Crim not far behind, but now look at who is putting in the firepower throughout that first hard point.
Well, yeah, you had, you know, Crim right there. You also had Crim in the search and destroy. You have Crim in the domination, who goes 23-14. He had a really solid map 1 yesterday, but the back half of that, even though they won this series versus FaZe, I don't think he was tweeted about it.
More closer.
Play well. Maps 4 and 5. This time he's breaking.
Yeah, and I want to talk a little bit about our I mean, no, he's not on that damage dealt leaderboard, but our game fuel featured player in Clayster. You know, I just loved in the listen in like the simple little comments like we flip, we hold this, we win. Like we have what we want. Just reminding your team you're not in trouble, you're in a good spot, and yeah, it's easier to do when you've got a 3-map edge in that particular scenario. But we've seen him do it all year in different spots, in different positions against different teams. Step up and just be a vocal leader when he needs to be in game. And we don't know exactly what the dynamic is like outside a game and the relationship with the coach and how everything plays out. But in game, there's no question when there needs to be a word of encouragement, a word of gas, or just a bit of help in a desperate situation, Clay seems to be that guy.
That's what I was talking about. I think he hasn't had like the craziest performance this series, but he's the reason they're in this situation, why they came from the winner's side. And I just feel like when you listen to him, yeah, you nail it. He slows the game down for his teammates. He makes the game feel like practice, and that's what you need to do. What you do every single day, multiple times a day, what you have worked on, sometimes can go out the window. It really can, because the nerves, the pressure gets to you. But Clay just allows it to be, hey, this is just another map. It's another game. We've played this thousands of times.
It reminded me of like the formal call to listen yesterday, where it's like frantic calls and formal just like, listen, we're gonna get C, we're gonna push through B. Do it. Like just like a clear, concise, like everyone shut up, this is what we're gonna do. And yeah, you need that at times. So here we go. This could be the final map of the CDL championship match, unless Faze can muster up something insane, which would be the wildest reverse sweep I think we've ever seen in the history of Call of Duty, if they can do it. But our Empire simply too strong right now. It's hard point on Duck Hunter.
And this has been a map that Dallas has owned. They are 4-1 versus Atlanta. Probably one of their better hard points. They're 14-10 overall. It's not a bad one for Atlanta. 11-10. They have a lot of repetition. We've also seen some key mistakes on their end. But as I said, you're feeling good if you're Dallas, because this is where you wanted to get. You had a map advantage, and now they have that, right?
तो पहला मैच चैंपियनशिप 0 से विनर नहीं रहा
Been a brain team all year. Might be another one here. Is Stephen Selly and Trista and Major. Everybody just floods on through, pushes on in. Spawning out is Empire, and there's the break. 30 seconds left. A chance for Faze to smoke up some time. Is Selly on 3 in a row.
Made as much time as they can. He's at number 5. That's a big shot. See right away. He's gonna head for that rotation. Some of his teammates are maybe just trying to contest this a little bit. Force the rest of Faze to wrap out so they can get it set up for minecart, and that's gonna be great for Dallas Empire. Faze will have a small lead here. A lot of the pressure gonna come to that vent room. Sim's gonna get taken down. Here we go. Talked about them being a break team. Can they do it again?
In a great spot. Well, Illy's slowing down the push instantly. See how long they can all the way around the back is going to be number 6 in Major Maniac. We'll keep an eye on that because he actually spawns up a beat. So there's a big pinch opportunity here from Faze to try and get in. The collapse is in. The spawn out there for Empire. And it looks like Faze have broken again.
30.
Yeah, Sim and Celium, I think, take down 4. You get the spawns if you're Major Maniac. You have another pinch coming in. BZ's going to take down 1, but that'll stagger the push just a little bit. Some Dallas Empire members going to fight for this position. When we rotate over to crates, you would love to hold Atlanta Faze is going to be spawning on that side of the map. You can deal with them off spawn, earn some time there at crates. Billy's starting to head over towards that way. Atlanta Faze, yeah, they get 2 breaks in a row. They have a 30-point lead.
Yeah, now a really good chance if you can contest some of this upcoming time and hold on for Warehouse and take this out to a significant lead, maybe get rolling in this series. But now let's see what they can do. The minecart pressure, they're still for Empire. They're going to be able to get some shots in on the cross, as Krim is going to be the guy there. But it's our game fuel feature player we're on board with in Clayster, who's trying to lock this down with Shotsy. It's since the lockdown 2. Major Maniac, well, he's going to drop 2 as well. Trying to shoot somebody.
Major Maniac, though, watching over him. Headed to Warehouse next. This will be on the left side of your mini-map, so Atlanta Faze are going to have the spawns. Shotzi's trying to work his way through middle of the map. The rest of his teammates are going to work on this time. You're just trying to control this position. If you're Atlanta Faze, just stagger the push forward. They're going to do that. So 10 seconds left. Maybe you earn some of this time. You just see the nades coming in. And he's just going to back on up, but his teammates are set up. And this is one of the things that Atlanta Faze has to be better on, is a hold like this.
Yeah, but they're a 2-bit play. 2 players left that could have gotten some pressure mid. Both are going to fall, so there's an opening there. And it's Shotzi with the opening. Cracks it wide open. That's 3 in a row for Shotzi on the push. Make it 4. Shotzi dismantling the FaZe roster. And what a
पकड़ के मार रहे रे ये शॉट से बहुत डेंजर है रे अगला सुपर
as well. It's a wild killing spree for Shotzi. The finesse up top to the box.
वो देख क्या करता है
Shotzi is just lights out. Look how quickly Empire break in.
Yeah, those individual plays, man. That's why he's our regular season MVP. We're gonna tie this game up. Shotzi on one side, though Simp on the other. Simp not going down.
अरे बेंचेस मारता है कि नहीं ये शॉट्स
Well, as we focus on spawns for Nash, you do have Major Maniac set up at crates already.
Look at the score.
Rest the phase, yeah.
वो चैट तक आ रहा है
Like what a play from Shotzi and Empire to break in. And that's a prime example of what we've been talking about. FaZe has had some really good breaks, but there when they need the hold, not so great.
Yeah, no, I think it's what you said, right? The 2 players dying, middle of the map, right? What are those 2 players trying to do? Just stagger the push for down.
साला इन लोग क्या फ्लिक होता है कंट्रोलर पे जैसे कि पीसी ठीक है वो अभी वो क्लिस्टर में
Monster's a good way to describe it. Not anyone you want to face.
क्लिस्टर अभी क्या खप करके वो फ्लिक हो गया ट्रिक
We're halfway through our first point. This second part of rotations. FaZe will continue to try and lock down that right side of the map. But Shotzi with dead silence could play spoiler again. Could play spoiler again. Takes down 1, just continues to finesse around, see if he can influence these spawns. It's not going to happen yet. His minecart spawn is still in for Empires. They've got a track across the map. Shotzi is just trying to do what he can to keep them away from the point.
Dude. He's just got a flow to his movement, man. It is beautiful to watch. Finally, a BZ shuts him down. But I like that. He knows he's alone on that side of the map. You know, takes his time. Teammates are time. Give them a 10-point lead. And here comes the first push for Dallas Empire here at Depot.
We've talked a lot about that, you know, kind of early year switch with him from the trophy over to Dead Silence. I think you saw there, like him with Dead Silence, just he's having fun. Just cruising around the map, picking up kill after kill. The FaZe have gotten an entry point into the hard point. Empire are here though too. Hook's gonna pick up 2. 4 are going to drop. The parallel spawns in for both teams, but Empire seem to have the edge inside. 4 players stacked up inside the hard point. The crossfire is on. Clay's POV to see if he can get them in 4 shots. Not gonna need to do it as Illy picks it up. Now it's Clay's turn to make sure Simp can't get in, and he's just spotting and calling out as the youngsters are putting him down.
A game fuel feature player just taking his time. Gonna have about a 40-point lead there, and while they didn't have spawns, it's a great break through the front. Now Atlanta FaZe, they're gonna have this hold. And we saw this a couple of times yesterday, where this was actually a really good hold for them at minecart. It kept them in the game. They could do that here. They play it from a very tight setup, but Illy, he's gonna open things up with a double that allows Clay to get in. Can he win the one-on-one? No. Self responds with a double of his own, but hey, that opens things up for his teammates.
Yeah, it's at least made it
messy.
Yeah, messy inside of the hard point. Simp trying to clean up that mess with a mop, doing his best job to get that done. Lethals all over the place. Simp just trying to finesse around this trophy and accrue this time. Now down, what, 15 points with 20 or so left to go. We could have a lead change in the win as FaZe can take over with the rest of this time. A BZ trying to do it inside of the spawn boxes for Empire. Delays the push for a moment, but Empire do get on through. We'll get the final couple of seconds here, but FaZe have set up for next outside in crates.
Yeah, some decent time for FaZe. Cuts that, 40-point lead down to 20. Now they have an opportunity where Dallas is going to be playing maybe a little bit conservative, try to work for spawns, hold spawns. It's 12-4, going to go down. Down the aggression from Atlanta FaZe. They're going to try and push past 15 seconds. Priest here just hanging out.
Now can you push it?
Next wave. No, क्या नाम बोलते हैं क्या पर्पस हो जाती है?
Has to go huge, but he is going to ultimately get dropped by Shotzi towards minecart. So great amount of time you picked up here if you're FaZe, but Empire still comfortable with the spawns in the back. Nice movement from Shotzi there with a bit of funny hop in to take someone out of the hard point, even if it's just for a moment. Then Illy with a bit of movement of his own. A nice double kill for him.
Yeah, Illy's obviously one of the players we talk about very often. Similar to a FaZe, and he can just go off at any moment. Just like we saw there.
सब मशीन से लॉन्ग रेंज दे रहा हो.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He's got it.
अभी ये मैप दिख रहा है ना?
talented player. But now, Atlanta Faze, can they get this break? You have Krim, who's just sort of dealing with players middle of the map, trying to stagger the push. This is going to be a wide push, trying to hit from both sides if you're Atlanta Faze.
And there's the difference. Like, at least Empire get 2 kills the first wave. Like, Faze got none. And Shotzi just pushed on through. Now you're into a better position, but Faze have got to get in, and they've got to get in quickly. Empire at the 199 point, up 4. Clayster, Hoop, Illy trying to hold on inside, but bit by bit the players are dropping. And Hoop's going to be the last guy out of the point. It seems Faze has gotten the break in. So what Empire was able to do, Faze do maybe not as cleanly, not as quickly, but they do break out to a position in this game. And this will get them right over the 220 mark at approximately 30 away from victory as a BZ locks down a triple.
And this is sort of the way this series has been. It's still a very close game, but you look at the stats side. They are
last के 10 सेकंड बस
plain and simple, and that's the way they have been winning the match.
छोड़ के
Versus the Dallas Empire, but this is one of those crucial moments. Who is going to clutch when it matters most? Who are going to go down on the hill? Atlanta Faze. They're
last के 10 सेकंड रहते हैं ना.
They're going to try to earn some time.
इसके पास है वो हार्ड पर. उधर एक ही बंदा रहेगा, बाकी के 4 लोग स्टार्ट पर.
Can they extend this series, or does Empire have one
नहीं तो वो दूसरा टीम कब्जा
massive
करके.
clutch in the bag? Can they somehow do it again? The clutch narrative has been everything for Empire in the deep moments of the game, but it seems like a BC doesn't want to go without a fight. 37 and 23 plus 14 from him. 3 in a row again.
ये हार्ड पॉइंट ऐसे रिका मत है, मतलब कोई कैप्चर ही नहीं किया हुआ, ऐसे टाइम दौड़ रहे हो. हाँ, अब आपकी थोड़ा सा लिया डायरेक्ट.
And that's where they can close it out. Empire somehow going to get another big break, or need another big break. They did it once at Warehouse. Can they do it here at
करना पड़ेगा डायरेक्ट.
Yeah, they had a big break here. Can Atlanta Faze just hold? Can they get a solid hold in? Ooh, it looks like Hoot just stopped shooting right there. Major Maniac, he's going to take down 2. Celium towards the front. Have the Slayers on the Atlanta Faze side finally woken up. It looks like they have all ready to kill feed. All ready to kill feed. There's the 40 bomb as well. We're getting burritos, Maven.
BZ puts up 40. They outslay by somewhere around
60
kills, and they get the map victory. So let's think about how stupid this is so far. Every map that has been favored lopsidedly by the other team, the person that's favored so much has lost it. Every single map now. What's going on? What was the edge here for Empire?
It was 4-1, I think.
I don't get it, Joe. Throw all the stats out the window. I don't want a single other stat this whole match.
Yeah, throw them out. And finally, you see Cell smiling. Maybe you get some positive vibes going. If they're going to claw their way back into the one, it's one map at a time. It's going to be a long series. It's what we're hoping for. This is what we wanted. We'll see if they can do it. And I think if you're Empire, you're up 4-1, but there's got to be a sense of, we could have closed it out there. We could have blamed here. The burrito comes to get your burritos now. Go fast. They go so quickly. So fast, Joe. People love burritos. We love burritos. Hopefully we win multiple burritos. All of the burritos.
I'm ordering one tonight after this match is done. Without question.
You getting a burrito?
100%. I'm eating a burrito.
वो ठीक है, वो निकल गया वो.
Eat a burrito.
Kat, my fiance, is going with some friends and taking Copper to like an Airbnb that has a pool. Yeah. It's so hot here in Texas. Like 3 of her girlfriends are gonna go there and bring their dogs. That means I've got the house to myself tonight. That means only 2 things will be happening. I'll be playing Call of Duty.
कम लोगों को देना पड़ता, मतलब कम लोगों को देना रहता.
Well, at least it's not fake authentic maple syrup or fake whatever that stuff was, because that
check that first.
It's an easier cleanup.
So it started with 1-0.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But Faze, they get it done. They get one.
It was given
stay alive
because they came winners back. Faze came from losers.
But what do you do? Like how do you get back on point? Now you got one map open on the board. How do you find more?
Dallas beat Faze yesterday.
We say it over and over again, but it really is just map by map. You can't let this score linger in your head. You have to focus on the
so before first it was my team, Chicago versus Chicago. That was losers bracket. Chicago forward. Then it was Dallas versus Dallas won. They went to final directly. Faze against Chicago. And then
yeah, at this point it's like You're Faze, you got nothing to lose. You're down in a big hole. Why not have the biggest comeback in the history of it? We'll see if Empire can close it out. We'll be back after this break.
क्या बोला?
Major Maniac wins the play. What a play from Sip. Cillian goes huge. Abizi.
वाले
Strikes twice.
अरे बच्चे
What an individual play from Priest.
अरे वो आप यार कैसे जगह जाओ नको रामत है उसमें कंस्ट्रक्शन अरे वो बहुत मैप में कंस्ट्रक्शन साइड है ऐसा कॉमन है उसमें मैं डिस्टिंक्टली बोल नहीं सकता वो मैप में तो लोड होता है ना फुल अरेबिक में कुछ तो गाते हैं उसमें करके अगर तेरे को याद रहेगा तो वो हेलीकॉप्टर में से उतरता है अपलोड होता है फुल ऐसे कुछ तो नहीं क्या गाते हैं लेकिन वो और एक मैप में
Call of Duty League is brought to you by Metro. Watch the best at their best with unlimited data from Metro, all on T-Mobile's nationwide 5G network. Metro, everything you need to rule your day. Thank you to Xperia by Sony, official mobile partner of the Call of Duty League. The new Xperia 1 Mark II smartphone brings you the ultimate mobile gaming experience with a cinema-wide 4K OLED display and more technology to enhance your gameplay. Tournament audio and team chat listenings are brought to you by Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amp of the Call of Duty League. Join the Astro family and order the CDL A40 TR headset and Pro Team speaker tags today at astrogaming.com. Mountain Dew Game Fuel, the official energy drink of the Call of Duty League.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is CDL Game Day presented by Game Fuel. The championship weekend is coming to a close, and
अभी इस पे देख रहा था
it was a bit of a
फाइट
worry there that it may have been finishing a little too soon. These three faces on your screen will be giving
फाइट
you
थर्टी से हाँ
from all the action. My name is Miles Ross. Joining me in the middle there, Study. Jeremy, welcome to the show, and of course, Chance on the end. Jay,
अरे यार ये
fantastic.
लोग
Welcome, mate. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man, but this series has got me sweating. I just saw Dallas go up 4-0 so fast, one map away from closing it out, and FaZe decided to finally come alive, outslay their opponent. You see a BZ with 40 kills. It looks like they're lacking in that leadership role. Opposite side, just getting so hyped for this team. And Atlanta just need that start. After that hard point, they should be open.
अबे ये पसंद वो जो है ना मेवन और मर्क वो छोड़ के लोगों को कोई भी इतना गाला वर्त लोग चैट में टेम्पररी अच्छा दिखेला है
Thank you so much, Miles. We are back, and FaZe, maybe some life. I'm not a believer yet. I know I predicted them to somehow pull this out and get the win, but now it seems impossible. It seems improbable. But if anyone could do it, maybe it's FaZe. And like you sort of were talking about it towards the end of that, like before the break. Like you got nothing to lose now. Like you're in this big hole.
Oh, play a game, right? Have some fun. I don't know.
Why not just... You think it's in their heads, maybe, like, we have a chance to do something no one's ever done and have one of the craziest, if not the craziest, reverse sweep in the history of Call of Duty?
That'll get started if they win a couple of maps. I think after one win, I don't think that's really the conversation. But, you know, if they, you know, bring this 4-3, 4-2, yeah, they might start having that conversation for sure.
And, man, I'll tell you...
अभी श्राउड की तो गार्ड मार देगा.
He's been so good through the first three. He had like a 1.34, and he got his big. I know he's thinking about it a bit. He has a chance to cement himself as the undisputed greatest player of all time. There will be no conversation. There will be no debate. There will be no one else in the conversation.
अरे वो हाइप है, मतलब वो अच्छा बन वो है, वो अच्छा है, लेकिन वो हाइप है इसका जो वो PUBG के वजह से बहुत सही हो गया. और ये निंजा तो प्रो, अरे वो CS में भी जब था ना, वो ऐसा सपोर्ट प्लेयर था.
And this is where Faze looked out of sorts at times, but Nameless kind of talked about it leading into this, Joe. They did some of the hard parts, right? Like they put themselves in good position. They dominated the first bloods. They had 4v2s. They had 5v2s. They got in good spots. They just couldn't win it from there. And well, we highlighted Krim. There's the first blood to start it off.
He might get a second one of these. He's going to try and play his life up top. Who is that? Celium. He's going to have some players to deal with. Gonna BZ bring them back into this one shot. He makes some quick rotations up through Cell. He's gonna back down.
क्या चालू है पकड़ा पकड़ी हो गया है.
So you don't have dead silence. Everyone's hearing everyone. But it is a skirmish. And hello, Priest dying behind you. Nice movement from Shotzi. Dallas, they have B control now. Can they get the bomb down in this 2 versus 4?
Yeah, I mean, can they do what FaZe couldn't yesterday? They close out these.
अरे गांड मार दिए पीछे से.
On that site, but he's able to stay up for now. Who's going to be able to help him? It's going to be Krim. Krim gets the first 2 in the round. He gets 3. He gets 4.
Full सीढ़ी से चढ़ के आ रहे हो.
6 takes over round 1 and Empire strike first.
Yeah, they open things up with that first blood. They execute onto the site.
Plan किया और मारा भी सब.
But you know, I think what Teep was talking about it too. The last time he was on a Champ Sunday, Krim did not play well. He did not play well last year. He wants to redeem himself. He wants another ring. And his search and destroys today against Atlanta Faze have been fantastic. What, he had 13 on that gun runner. He starts this one off with 4.
It is a huge, huge first round. But now what can Faze do to answer the call? Does not start off smoothly for them at all, but it's an aggressive hit.
अरे ये भी full flank करके आ गया.
Shotzi got that silence. Yeah.
Nature Maniac turns, but it's not going to happen in time. So now you're worried about getting pinched on both sides. They aren't able to work the plant. They're going to do the house. Things have unraveled, but Shotzi still has that dead silence up. We'll see if he can. It was Krim in the first round. It's Shotzi in round 2.
वो every round switch होता है.
Yeah, I think Stell just gets some really.
वो bomb का symbol है.
He was watching that alleyway for like 5 to 10 seconds. Priest and a BZ in a 2 versus 3. They have some time to work with. They want to rotate if they can, but it looks like Illy's up top cafe or bottom cafe.
जो कलर में वो A और B रहता है.
He's gonna
उस टीम को डिफेंड कर.
I think Priest is thinking about it. How do they want to play this? It's gonna take some individual plays.
Golden or font.
Priest goes up. And yeah, he doesn't have Daddy. He has a trophy.
Anyway, पर इसमें भी normal है.
And there we go. 2 quick points for Dallas.
Yeah, and the early kills everything. Krim and then it's Shotzi.
Golden font है उसका, लेकिन blue color में. अभी red आएगा.
Because it didn't matter if you had the numbers yesterday. You still pulled out rounds. They're showing they can do it on both sides. Disadvantage, advantage, doesn't matter. They're taking the round win. They're just 4 rounds away now from a championship.
See what adjustments Atlanta will make. It's just, yeah, those early deaths that are shutting them down. Dallas, they're going right back towards B.
अपन भी ऐसे कर दे रहा पिस्टल राउंड पे.
See if Krim find the opening again. Hook has already surged on through. They're flying in behind the smoke. Celian backs up from the top window for now. Empire,
this is a great position. It's a great position. Celian again just had he's gonna play his life. Abizi's there to help, and somehow Atlanta Faze come out on top of that one. I thought they were all screwed inside of that B house, but All good, and there we go. They bounce back. Everybody wins their one-on-ones.
Yeah, it didn't look great because usually after the offensive, you get to those spots without losing anybody. Like, you're in a great position, but where the teamwork and the crossfire was in question yesterday, there it looked very good for Faze. Great help when people were in trouble, and they'll get the round win.
भाई वो शिकागो का फॉर्मर है ना वो एसएनडी स्नाइप कर रहा था
And when we take a look at the reverse sweeps this season, and we talked about it with
मिसिस नहीं कर रहा था
so much in the middle of the year, they led the
वो
way.
बहुत
They had
अनफॉर्चुनेट
3
के हार
more than
गए
any other team.
5-6 हार
This
गए
is a
उससे
different beast, though. In a best
Yeah,
of 9,
it's like a
different
giant
beast.
broom. Yeah, it's
उनका तो
it's
weak
a
point
giant
है वो
broom. I mean, it's gonna take a lot of power. A lot of team
हाँ ना
You gotta think though, those spots they were put in the
hard
mid-tier
point
could be
best
big for them
है
here. They know they
best.
have the chance, the potential to come back in these spots, but there's Illy with the first blood.
A nice position from Illy. He's just trying to play his life now. Like,
Got
it's
it.
almost like his job is done, and I love that. Just get away. Shots here with silence through the middle. I think he heard that door open to his right. That was a Feezy, but Major Maniac was ready for it. He's watching his teammates back. We're into a 4 versus 4. Where does FaZe want to go with this bomb? And well, I think they were thinking A, but now it might be a B hit because Clayster, he's gonna take down Sellian.
You still have Hook and Krim
कौन है
stacked up inside. Abeezy's got Daddy to use. They'll hear the door, but that's a massive gunfight win for Abeezy, an opening. But Hook is still here. Rotating over quickly is going to be Illy now trying to get in position.
वो बहुत खेलते हैं बहुत लोग बहुत खेलते हैं वो ये 21 Savage
Nice movement from Illy. Nice
वो
movement from
अरे वो blackout खेलने
Fall down to Major Maniac as everything falls apart. The Simtax is in. They're on the defuse. He's going to have to challenge.
अरे बेंचो अरे दूसरे बार ऐसे हुआ तू देख अभी
He had to reload and he gets the kill. I think he ran out of ammo. He gets all the kills, but has to swap to the pistol. Oh no!
I actually can't believe Clay hopped that. Well, that is a stone cold hop. A 2 versus 1. You're just playing the trade, bro.
Huh?
You know his position. Clay's just like, all right, I'm gonna get on it. Man, maybe
I think his teammate was
the Dallas Empire. The retake on point.
And I didn't see what he had left in his M4. If he had,
he had to swap his gun because he ran out of ammo
tried to finish him, he must have killed
or
him
something like that
after the
वो भाई डिफ्यूज कर दे रहे एकदम लास्ट मोमेंट पे और मर गया
featured player in Clayster, the hop, the stick, the win. Now it's
हाँ
round advantage.
मार दिया सबको डायरेक्ट को सबको मार दिया लेकिन वो बॉम्ब डिफ्यूज हो गया
Another opening pick from this position. Lots of action towards Cafe. A kill for either side.
And this is when you look at like your players like Abeezy, just give you those man advantages in the round. Rista might have a position through middle of the map. Simp on the B site, able to take 1 down.
या TSM और 100 की
Where Shotzi is? Shotzi
100 की जगह next year आएगा
Shotzi somehow still alive, continues to finesse. Illy has his back. Sellian was trying to get there for the trade. And there's another one of these scenarios, Maven, where you have the man advantage. Shotzi makes the play. Bomb is down. And now it's a 2 versus 3.
You have a 2-on-2 towards the site, though. Is Clayster has yet to start to move this across. So they've got a moment to make the play. Clay's going to fall. Clay's going to have to go. Clay's trying to wrap and get into position. Can they pick this up? Shotzi's got dead silence. Clay's going to get caught. All on now. Regular season MVP to try and make the play.
Nice. So
down to a 1 versus 1, but it's Major with the read and the defuse. What a nutty round it is to get Faze's second on the board.
Yeah, they needed Major. Maybe Clay's antics and the way they've been hopping on diffuses, maybe that gets in Shotzi's had a little bit of, I gotta check this bomb, I gotta check this, doesn't want the diffuse to come in.
कम कर दो रे भाई
Retake. And as you said, yeah, the time is so far away from his teammates. They take advantage of that.
Yeah, it's tough because you don't know what rap they're going to take. You're trying to hold maybe bottom or top Cafe on the push, but that's why I was putting so much emphasis on it. Like, you have a 2-on-2 for a second. You got to take it. They're able to do it. So now either team winning rounds really at a man disadvantage. But Sellium, another slow start to a search and destroy where he's been terrific all year. Dead silence comes up. I thought he got the kill as we swapped. Priesta and Simp both able to win their ones. The B site cracked wide open.
होता है ना अपने साथ भी rather than ऐसे रहते हैं अपन खप करके आके हेडशॉट दे
Now can they win around with these advantages? Illy's gonna bring it back. Makes it a 4 versus 3. I like this from Priest to take your time, but it's
Not again.
3v3, man. You throw away a 2-man advantage.
Easy gets a huge one though. They needed a kill to slow the tide that was Empire, but they still haven't got the bomb planted. Just under 40 to go. Empire grouping up around. Can't quite finish it. The flood comes in. The team kill comes through as he was tagged up and had to back up. The shots hit on the cross though, and Faze hit the shots to close it out. They almost blunder the 5v3, but they're able to get their own victory. And yeah, I guess that was a lot of the same from yesterday. But this time, at least you clutch up and win it.
Yeah, Clay, I think Illy was really weak. He probably goes down anyways. But yeah, the team kill comes through. Maybe if that doesn't happen, there's a 2 versus 2. Play with some nice shots, able to take down Priest off the bomb.
Well, you saw the 2 players like on top of each other. They were on top of each other. He just kills them both at the same time. Like that's just collateral damage, right?
और एक number.
A lot of B hits. When did we see our first A hit? Simp.
Second time he's caught?
Yeah, 2 times in a row. Trying to get in that position to hold the site, but it's taken down.
The timing just not there.
Yeah,
angle again. 5v3 now for Empire.
He gets caught as well. He was play. Maybe
mostly dead silence or
maybe Priest of
dead silence. As a perks
works the flank.
I don't.
2 versus 5.
Battle hardened रहता है.
Now a 2v4.
इस वक्त नहीं रहता.
And again, there was Shotzi had jumped over 1 from that spot. This time it's going to be hard steps.
Stairs there.
BZ 1 versus 4. A legion of players swarming around him. He's been able to stay up for now. He's got dead silence to work with. He spotted one of the flank, goes for the challenge, but can't take the fight. Empire get it again, and yeah, I mean, Krim with another massive first blood as Simp tries to hit the cross of the boxes.
What? Yeah.
And you see the stun is trying to hit Krim to make the shot a little bit more difficult on him, but they're gonna have to start like smoking.
नहीं. अरे भाई auto open चाहिए लौड़े लग जाएगा.
We see when Simp does get to B, he's finding kills. He's playing his life really well. But as you said it, yes, we saw it in the first round.
नहीं वो आगे गया और वो बटन दबा के ओपन करके गया करने.
He's now down 1 and back to offense.
हाँ तो उसने जल्दी किया.
Blood in this matchup. Boop ripped off the map quickly. They want to work towards A. Shotzi going to be the low man low. Now he does have dead silence to work with.
Chance.
I don't know how Simp is spotted here. Play from the players from Sandbag. As you said, Shotzi finessing around. I'm going to make this a 4v4, but look at the bomb. The bomb is inside of A. So right now, Abizi and Simp, they need to play their lives. They have to play their life so well because that's what Dallas are going to focus on. Inside, though, Selim and Priest, each going to get their kills. Another one of those scenarios that just scares me if you're Atlanta Faze.
This time, looks a little bit cleaner. Shotzi gonna get caught out. Simply puts him down. Crim 6 now left alive. The movement simply too much to handle at close range with the M4 and Faze. Tie it up 4-4.
Bye.
Full slide cancel and snap from Abizi. And you saw from an M4 player's POV who's kind of holding how difficult that is to deal with. It is a nightmare.
I just want to see. Okay, so like Dallas is, B. Is this a time now where you go A? Because Atlanta's probably thinking, how the heck do we defend this site? How do we defend this?
Looks like they're right back to it.
Up. Yeah, Sim switched it up. He's like, I'm out of there. I'm going to a different spot.
Priestess POV from Sandbags.
Lol.
Illy though with the first blood, right behind the door. He's right behind the door. The read's there from Priesta, but Hoop simply too strong, wins the gunfight. Simp though gets a kill, resets his daddy and gets away with his life, so they'll only be down a man. And Selim is still lurking in the main house, and he hears that door. Here they come. Shotzi's got his daddy pop, he slides on in, and once again you see how hard that movement is to deal with. Shotzi just smokes him. 40 seconds to go, another 2v4 for Faze.
Dallas taking their time. They know there's a couple of openings. Clay's worried about his life. He's just playing Very patient. Major Maniac might get some great timing here. Trying to deal with the bomb planner, and he does. So they'll force a 2v3, but a quick trade for Millie. All up to Simp now.
Simp is
No
close.
doubt.
It's close. It's close.
Millie gets out, though. That's huge. Yeah, you see Simp. That's who he was trying to find. Simp has a smoke to work with. Maybe he can make a miracle happen, but no M4, and that's the weapon you would love to have in this position.
30 seconds to go.
Silent.
There's the dead silence pop. The clutch up in the 1v3. Just so little time to work with, and everything covered by Empire. There's the first pick, but Clay in position gets the kill. Now Empire 1 round away from being crowned your 2020 champs. They are
$2 million
so
round.
close, Joe.
Round.
Early first bloods on offense.
Khatam
Gives
kar
them
do.
such an advantage. Now, can they win it with a defensive round? All the pressure on Atlanta Faze to get us to
ये
around
वो
11.
क्या गन?
Faze will have to get there on offense.
3 or 9.
BC just barely gets out with his life.
Oh!
Look at the Stack Sports Cafe, the smoke out, here they come. The
Krim
flank's
ko
gonna be
dekha
on
abhi.
through. Shot through the smoke for Krim. Krim is making the play. Krim will drop, but he does the damage. He's been massive in this series.
Are bomb drop.
Faze on cell. Got play going all the way around. Shotzi gets the call out. Shotzi makes it a 2 versus 4.
What feels like the 15th 2v4 for Faze. They've been put in so many bad spots in this search and destroy. Does it end here? Empire can smell it.
They're all trying
He's
to
keeping
counter it. They're all isolating him. They're all isolating Major
It's with the
Maniac.
flying.
He's trying to play his life. He's trying to stay alive. Simp backs up to help him. But they have 30 seconds, maybe. They have to go.
Everywhere you look, you just see
They gotta
Empire
go.
players.
He's spot on.
Sticking second by second. Faze's dream of a championship is disappearing.
नहीं हार गए.
Every window, every door, there's somebody. It's a ludicrous gunfight win for Sim. But will it be enough? Just 12 seconds to
जीत
go.
गए.
Seemingly nothing that he can do. And there's the final kill. Dallas Empire get it done. They are your 2020 Call of Duty League champions. Crim 6
क्या हुआ?
now undisputedly the greatest Call of Duty player of all time. Clayster goes back to get his 3rd ship.
नहीं हो गया ना चैन.
And for the youngsters,
चैंपियन कोल्ड वॉर पे होगा.
and Shotzi, their lives are forever.
होगा सब उदास हो.
You see Clay getting
भाई
hyped
क्रिम
up
अभी
right there, showing
ग्रेटेस्ट
you
प्लेयर ऑफ ऑल टाइम है.
Hook smiling, Shotzi smiling. Man, they were so good all year long. So consistent, and they worked their tails off to get to this position. What a couple of weeks it's been for them.
कुछ तो सॉफ्टवेयर छोड़ के किधर तो भी प्रगति होती है रे.
About this moment for somebody like Shotzi. Your first year competing in Call of Duty esports, you're the regular season MVP. You win the entire championship. Unbelievable, and I think you can just see the happiness on his face, just a smile.
आगे के किस मत अरे नहीं हो गया होगा.
For Crim and Clay,
हो गया.
the 3. You saw the 3, and
मेरे को लगा तू चैंपियनशिप के बाद ऐसे मेरे को लगा.
this win.
अरे वाराडांस.
Fireworks, baby, they're going off outside of Verdansk.
I love that. You know where I'm headed tonight? Right after this, I'm going to Verdansk.
I am as well. I definitely will. But awesome to see all the fireworks, all the things we have integrated inside the game. Look at that. Dallas Empire, our 2020 champs. The stadium is blue.
Now they just need us sitting in there, Joe. Like,
I know.
need like a 3D like CGI build.
The team
Maybe
GTX.
the merch just sitting in there clapping. This is the first time I've seen this. This is awesome.
Got the trophy there. What, Empire going to have the throne? $1.5 million. Does that look
अरे
good?
आउटप्ले किया रे
Cash,
डैलस ने.
the trophy, the ring, the throne.
the head, like they just, there's what, the Jordans, like there's so much
all the
stuff to
swag.
go with
They got
this.
everything.
They got all the swags, and there it is one more time. Everybody watching, give it up for Dallas Empire, your 2020 champions. Special stuff from a team that made it work all season long, and this one has got to be sweet.
Yeah, I would hope it's the most money ever, babe, and I hope it's sweet. It better be. $1.5 million.
क्या बोला?
Sweet to me, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a bit of cash. And another thing, just to kind of nail on top of this too, it's like
हाँ
your
ना.
first year, right? Like you've set this stage to build maybe a future dynasty with this team. It's the inaugural of the Call of Duty League, and
Okay भाई.
were there bumps in the road? Yeah,
चलो भाई.
cold speed bumps. When you think about the global pandemic,
Good night.
the quick pivot to be made online, and we already talk about these players and how they've got to be more.
नहीं रे मेरे को हाँ मैं फेसबुक पर डालना है खींचने को ये फर्नीचर डालने का है चलो भाई
वाह बेटा
मैं तो